The sun peeked over the horizon as the day broke wide and free. I lay here hoping that the night taught our lessons and the day brings blessings and change. That I find answers for our guessing game and success stops looking so strange. Should I mention that I piece me forward another time, like when our wallet feels less stress? Now this mess got I sizing separated fantasies. God, I wishing I wasn't dipping freedom's wishes in these dishes mixed with witches. Wide awake and hoping, separated, desperate and groping. See the situation far surpassing imagination. Are you grasping the sensation of falling out of time? Stay a while and fantasize. Determine if you criticize the weight, the desperation got you chasing. Not to mention the abrasion of nearly grazing near your family tree. It's a disease that's inherent from line to line. So I have to check myself from time to time and see if black fire is satisfied to see a limited sunrise. Grief done to the mourning child, born of scorn for dormant eyes that failed to see past the passion of lonely lust. And forgot to trust the intuition of battered wives. And sacrifice sacred lives for twisted separation into idoldom. We're here, fingers try to piece our rest together. Now festive weather got I guessing another storm may be pressing. So in less time than the change, I'm hoping that the mist will rearrange and rise from the earth instead of falling like rain. The disappearing entity, oh, that's just the free that's less than.
Welcome. This chair, okay? Make sure you silence your phones.
All right.
We're on the air.
All right, on air. Welcome, beloved. Oh.
Errol, we need you to... Silence your phones, please.
Welcome, beloved, to the Hear, O Israel show. Is I is or is I ain't your brother, black son. Hurry up, get all them children. Go out to the highways and the byways and bring all the kinfolk. Why? Because we got a special program for just you and mine. Today's title, Black Nationalism versus Capitalism. Black Nationalism versus Capitalism. Why this title? In the so-called conscious community, you know, we got brothers and sisters studying on chematology and, you know, the pharaohs and all these concepts I like to call, and even you got people talking about mitochondrial DNA that they learned from white doctors. And I've gotten to the point where some of y'all, if y'all listen to my radio show and Blog Talk, you know, I have what I like to call a functioning body of black nationalism. I have Brother Oak, who's a Muslim. I have Sister Michelle, who is a Christian. And y'all obviously know I would Brother Gideon, who's a Hebrew. And then, you know, I'm an atheist. So it's about setting aside our concepts and working with nation building. So before I get started, I just want to make a small commentary real quick that happened on the radio show. Brother Unk, thank you for proving my point. You said that, in its own record, you can't work with a Christian, you can't work with a Muslim, you can't work with a Hebrew Israelite. So thank you very much. Let me take your black nationalist card right there, because it takes all of us. Because with that kind of attitude, you're going to end up all by yourself. So let me get right to it, introduce the panel. I got Brother Askia. What's going on, Brother Askia?
Respect.
All right. I got Brother DJ in his house.
Respect,
brother. All right. Brother Terry, Black Power. All right. Y'all know Jay Rillis. Y'all know Brother Gideon. All right. We got Sister Adamus, the graceless with her presence from 89.3. She has a show, Sister Adamus. We got Empress Menace and the sister. Oh, absolutely. Oh, give thanks, give thanks. All right, I'm going to start with Brother DJ. Because Gideon, he wanted us to define black nationalism and capitalism.
Okay, well, first of all, I want to thank all you Africans for coming out today. I mean, this is going to be a phenomenal show. I can feel the energy already.
Absolutely.
You know, and first things first, capitalism. The textbook definition of capitalism is economic and a social system which is capital, the non-labor factors of production, privately owned and controlled. Private ownership of the means of production, creation of goods and services for profit in a market price, and wages are elements of capitalism. All right? And the textbook definition of black nationalism is such, defined as black unity, black self-determination, and political, social, and economic independence from the dominant white society. Okay? So that's what the textbook definitions of both of those terms are. All right? Now, today's topic, black nationalism versus capitalism, we have to decide whether or not capitalism and black nationalism go hand in hand, or are they polar opposites? My position is that black nationalism and capitalism can never mix. It's like oil and water, okay? Now, black nationalism is what I stand for and what many of the people stand for. But capitalism based in America creates an incentive for the sellout, for the trader, and for all types of treachery in our community. Okay.
All right, man, you talk about, man, that's deep, brother. Brother Askia, I just want to say, I mean, as far as building a new nation, I mean, what would you like to see in a new nation? Let's just say hypothetically we have a new nation, let's just say. So, I mean, what kind of the improvements, you know, just capitalism versus nationalism, what type of improvements would you like to see as far as us as a people?
Well, obviously, I agree with the brother here about capitalism being a system that is built on the oppression and depriving others of certain freedoms and by exploiting the masses. So there's no question about that. I disagree with capitalism on every level. Black nationalism, I think, is necessary, obviously, to preserve our culture, to make sure we pass it along to our youth. And at the same time, we have to realize that as black people, we do not function in a vacuum. We are interconnected with society at large. So that means we have to find a realistic way and providing that a mix there, without, of course, without selling out. But the fact is, we were once the teachers, we were once the leaders, so we can return to that through love and through truth. And that's my position. Now, we have to apply to maybe the universal principles and infinite laws of nature, which those things they transcend race or religion, culture, gender. It transcends all that. There's certain principles that are universal and certain laws that are natural, and that's what I would submit.
Okay, you talk about things that are natural, so I got to go to Sister Adamus because, you know, I'm inspired by you, sister, because, you know, I hear a lot of women in the black community always calling themselves queens and goddesses and all these other Afrocentric terms. But you're the only sister, let me state this for the record. This is the only sister that I heard actually break down the whole true spirituality. Just like if you're not eating right, break it down. But Sister Adamus.
I love you for inviting me to participate, and my blessings to all of you who are here. The issue that we are dealing with now is that we are at the breaking point of thousands of years of